Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also this is the player card. This is your development. Here are a player's motivations. How well your
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, there are definitely mobile quarterbacks in this league that you have to worry about containing on the ground. This is not someone you'd put in that category. But if the situation presents itself, sometimes you just got to go. And he looked pretty spry there and takes it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
He got 29 yards that time. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to McBride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Connor up the middle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd down and 1. They'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for the... Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the commit. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be Will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. He'll drop to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Michael Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. On the handoff, Connor fighting him off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Arizona, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.